Buddy, welcome back to The Stuff of Legend. My name is D'Lo. I have another video for you today, and it is a good one. We have Fancasting Kilowog, the Green Lantern. Many of you guys who are fans of the DC franchise Green Lantern, you guys know who Kilowog is, and many of you guys who are fans of, for instance, like the animated series, or if you guys happen to enjoy the Ryan Reynolds version, which has gotten endless poking, prodding, and jokes and fun ever since its formation way back when. But I'm gonna go ahead and shift my screen so I can see you guys. Hey guys, what's up? My hair is a little bit wacky today, but that's all right because I wanted to kind of represent what I'm going for here with Green Lantern's Fancast for Kilowog. Now, you guys who have been watching my channel, whether it's on YouTube, I just started a Twitch. I know that's kind of like a sin because it's not gaming or whatever, but hey, I wanted people to be able to find me, and so now you can find me, and it doesn't take away from anything that's already on that channel. So, you guys, I'm on Twitch, I'm on YouTube, I'm on Periscope, and now I'm on Facebook. Doing live events on all of these pages, so you can check me out on any of these. Make sure to hit follow, subscribe, share, like, and leave these comments in the live chat. I'll be able to see those, and we'll be able to interact back and forth. That's what I like to do here on the channel as we go through this video, where I give you guys, I think I have 11 names for you guys for who I think should voice or even motion capture Kilowog, the Green Lantern, in the live action depiction, which is coming up soon on HBO Max. I thought it would be fitting and it would be awesome to go through this list with you and break it down. So you guys leave those comments in the live. Tell me who you want to play the Lantern, and I will join with you guys and check out some of these comments by the end of it. So you guys, let's not waste any more time. I'm going to go ahead and shift my screen, but don't forget to subscribe to my channel. I want to hit 1,000 subscribers if I can by the end of the year. I know that's a big jump, but maybe by the end of January we can make that happen. So please hit subscribe. Thank you. All right, so now I'm going to shift my screen now so you can see me a little bit differently in a slightly different light here. So I am now down. If it lags too much, I'm just going to cut back to my other. You know what? I'm just going to cut back. I think it was lagging too much. Okay, we should be back now. All right, so here we go. Brad Garrett is my first fan cast. So Brad Garrett, who you guys know from Everybody Loves Raymond. Raymond. Always the favorite, aren't you, Raymond? He's got this huge, booming, deep voice, but I would love to hear him kind of give it a warrior's take. So 6'8", the guy's a literal giant, 6'8", 60 years old, but his voice is deep, and I would love to hear him voice Kilowog. He's brutish. But he's got a bit of a softer heart, but he's the best friend to Hal Jordan, and he is a Lantern you could put your life in his hands. You know what I mean? Like, you could trust the guy. He's amazing. I would love to see Brad Garrett get it. He's my #1 pick for the role, but also in a very close second, we of course have Kevin Michael Richardson, who did in fact voice Kilowog in the Green Lantern series in 2012 to 2013. So if you guys don't know Kevin Michael Richardson, you probably do, you just don't know his name. 6 foot tall, 56 years old. Again, the height doesn't really matter because whoever's going to be playing Kilowog is not going to be playing him physically, probably. Odds are he's going to be doing either some sort of face tracking, like facial motion capture, or more likely than that, just a vocal role and a CGI Kilowog. But anyway, this guy has, I mean, it's hard to find something he hasn't been in. I mean, like talking about Transformers, Young Justice, Samurai Jack, Teen Titans, Clone Wars, The Country Bears. I mean, he's been in everything. The Batman, American Dad, The Cleveland Show, Lilo and Stitch, Transformers, Static Shock. I mean, everything that I love, this guy is in. Kevin Michael Richardson has an incredible and a super deep voice, but he voiced Kilowog in the animated series for Green Lantern, and I think it would be just awesome to bring him back for the HBO Max live action depiction. So that's one. I wanted to make sure that we got him on that list. And here are the two images. So if you guys are new to my channel, you're seeing me for the first time, I do fan casting and nerd news on YouTube mostly, and I'm branching out into these other platforms, so you can find me out here on Twitch, so you can find me on Periscope, you can find me on Facebook. But I want to show you guys, I do all kinds of fan casting all the time, and I do them for roles that are not yet out. That way, it's viable. It's something that might actually happen in the very near future, and we can try to cast that out there into the ether, into the universe, so that all the casting agents can be like scouting. And I really want to affect change for casting, which is why I cast for roles that need casting. So with Kilowog, these were the 2 castings I did in the Fan Casting Summit, the largest casting event on YouTube. I gather all kinds of Instagram guys, like 30, 20 Instagram fan casters, get them all on one track, and I say, hey, pick your top 2 favorite actors for this role, this role, this role, this role, this role, this role, and then we have a blast just jamming through several hours of fan casting the same characters, but everybody's different opinions, and then we tally up what the top person is. So these guys weren't the winner, but Brad Garrett and Kevin Michael Richardson are my top 2 favorites. Let me know what you guys think about that down below in the comments. And let's go ahead and go to the next one. So I've got more fan casting for you. I'm going to try to make this part a little bit quicker. 6'2" and 38 years old, Brian Tyree Henry, who was in Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse, Child's Play, Widows, Hotel Artemis, If Beale Street Could Talk, White Boy Rick, Joker, the upcoming The Eternals, if it'll ever come out this side of eternity, because everything's been COVID delayed. Brian Tyree Henry has an amazing deep voice, and that's actually one of the primary criteria for what I'm choosing for Kilowog, because you don't need a tremendous physical performer. You don't need someone that is physically large, but you do need someone who can bring it with the voice and really sell the mass, the intimidation, the scariness, the roughness of Kilowog, because he's a beast. And Brian Tyree Henry's voice is very beastly. He's got a very beastly voice, and I would love to hear more about that. So next up on my list, Ron Perlman. You can't talk about a beastly voice or a rough, gruff voice without talking about Ron Perlman. Ron Perlman, Hellboy, 6'1", 70 years old. Sons of Anarchy, Beauty and this odd rendition of Beauty and the Beast, Pacific Rim, Blade 2, all kinds of stuff. Season of the Witch, Enemy at the Gates. I mean, this guy's been in a ton of stuff, including Tangled. But a lot of people have him on their list to play Kilowog. So we have, I think that Ron Perlman would do a really good job. I do think that it's not like, it wouldn't be that crazy to have Ron Perlman just do a CGI facial motion capture type of combo, where the body is obviously much larger, but his face could probably do the capture for Kilowog. And it doesn't actually seem like such a stretch, honestly. Like they kind of have that same same brow, which is pretty funny to me. But let me know if that's funny to you. I think he actually does look a lot like Kilowog, which is not necessary, but it is a plus. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. And Ron Perlman's voice, I think, would be awesome in there. I don't think it'd be as good as like Brad Garrett, Kevin Michael Richardson, or Brian Tyree Henry. But nevertheless, I do think that it would be a good thing to have Ron Perlman there. So I'm going to go ahead and shift that screen to the next one. Next up is Dominic Purcell, 6'1", 50 years old. You guys know him from Prison Break. You know him from DC's Legends of Tomorrow, Blade Trinity, and of course, The Flash, Killer Elite, Gridlocked. I think he was on Arrow as well, if I'm not mistaken. I won't have to scroll for days just to find it, if whatever. But you guys have seen him in a billion things, including Equilibrium, Vikingdom, Escapee, all kinds of stuff. And he is one of the most broadly fan cast characters people want to see in comic stuff ever. Like, for almost every role, every villain role that's like a big tough dude, you can find him here. Like, look, they got him for Kratos. Look, they got him for they got him for what is it over here? I forgot what that guy's name, Mortal Kombat, but watch this. You got him for Darkseid, got him for Sabretooth, Sandman, The Thing. I remember about 8 years ago or so, everyone wanted him to play Venom before Tom Hardy. And then, of course, the role went to Tom Hardy, and everybody kind of piped down about it. But Dominic Purcell was a huge fan cast for Venom, because he just looks like that meathead Eddie Brock kind of character. Has a real beef with Peter Parker. I think it'd be super, super cool. So let me know what you guys think about Dominic Purcell getting the chance to play our guy, Kilowog. Hang on, I'll press the wrong button here. Hang on. There we go. Okay, next up, Ving Rhames, 6 foot and 61 years old. Now, a lot of my castings happen to also be older. A lot of them are actually in the range of 60 years old or 50 years old. I don't think it matters that much, because you're really looking for that voice when it comes to Kilowog. I know I've said that before, but I'm gonna have to reiterate that in case people are like, your actors are too old. Like, yeah, well, I don't want some 20-year-old voicing Kilowog. It's gonna sound stupid. A 30-year-old could maybe get away if you've got a really legit voice, but I feel like the age actually helps sell the gruffness, the roughness in the voice of Kilowog. So I would like that. I'd like to have someone older play Kilowog. Plus, I'm not even sure how old Kilowog's supposed to be. How old does his species age? He's like a Yoda or something? What if he's like hundreds of years old? I have no idea. That's something I would love to ask Comic Man Jake about, because he knows pretty much everything about the Green Lanterns. Anyway, Ving Rhames from the Mission Impossible series, Pulp Fiction, Baby Boy, I Now Pronounce You, Chuck and Larry, and many others. This guy's got a voice, and I would love to hear him. For me, he's kind of on the same scope range as like a Kevin Michael Richardson. Not as deep as Kevin Michael Richardson, but pretty close. And I think that it would sound really nice. So if that'd be a backup to me. In fact, I would put him before Ron Perlman. So don't count this list in order necessarily. The only ones I really put in order are like the first 3. Those are the ones that I put in order, the first 3. And then after that, it's just kind of like whoever else is on the list in no particular order. And then at the end, I've got bonus picks, but I've got them all in the bonus pick list for a reason. And I'll get to that in just a second. Okay, so next, Nonzo Anozie. This guy's got a British accent because he's British. Makes sense. And he's 6'6". My goodness, he's huge. And 42 years old. I think this guy would be legit. His voice is really cool. I would want him though to lose the accent. I would want him to do an American accent. I would want not to have him sound so British, because it kind of peels away the roughness, the toughness in my brain. So I would, and especially just being that Kilowog is always, his voice, whenever it has always been just an American accent. And I know there's like a billion American accents, so forgive me. But it's, he kind of talks like this. It's almost like The Thing a little bit. The Thing is a little bit more New York, but yeah, he calls everybody poozers. That's kind of how he talks. It's like really rough. This is the best I can do with my baritone voice. I need a true bass to come in here and lay the bass down on the voice. But anyway, from Nonzo Anon, I don't know how to say his name. Anozie? Nonzo Anozie from Cinderella, Artemis Fowl, Ender's Game, The Grey, Jack Ryan, and so many others. He would be really cool. I really would like him, but again, just the accent. I want to make sure. And he's an actor, and he's talented, but I've never heard him not do his natural British accent. So I would love to hear that, to give me the confidence to say, okay, you've got the vocal tone, but I got to have that accent. I got to have you lose that accent for a second and just drive it home like Kilowog. So, take a lesson from Kevin Michael Richardson. But the tone on this guy is just awesome. I love him so much. I loved him in Zoo. That's where I got to see this guy, was in Zoo, and I loved it. I couldn't believe they stopped that show after a few seasons. I was so bummed. I loved it so much. But anyway, next up on the list, Kevin Durand. Kevin Durand is 6'6", 46 years old, and he has been in The Strain, Real Steel, X-Men Origins Wolverine, Dark was the Night, Legion, I Am Number 4, Primal, Robin Hood, and a bunch of other things, including 310 to Yuma, and Lost, and Vikings. So, sorry. He's huge. 6'6" is a giant. Shockingly, though, he's not the tallest guy on this list, which is impressive. I believe it's Brad Garrett, but at 6'8", but 46 years old, and this guy's voice is thick. Like, he's got a thick voice and no British accent to have to hide. But with him, you guys probably remember him from playing Fred Dukes, the Blob, in X-Men, which was awesome because they actually started him not fat, which I didn't like that they started him not fat, but it was kind of a cool twist on the Blob's story to kind of have him just lose it. So like because it kind of revealed that he's not immovable because he's fat. He's immovable because his power is gravitational pull. And so that kind of showed that he was already this tank, this immovable, super strong tank before he got fat. And then they were able to kind of show that, yes, and he did also get enormous, but he was so strong that it didn't cripple his body like a normal human. So in this way, it was really cool. So I did enjoy that, and I love this actor. I think he's great. So I would love to hear him get a crack at Kilowog. Plus, he's no stranger to doing like fighters. You know what I mean? Like he's a fight. Like one of his main characters he plays is a fighter. Except for when I saw him play that role in Swamp Thing. In Swamp Thing, he was like this nerdy doctor. I was like, what the heck? Like, so weird to see him in that kind of a role because I'm so used to seeing him play this jerk or this like big beefhead, meathead, some sort of like military dude or some sort of thug or I don't know, like something like that. But I love this guy. Love seeing him. So love to hear him too. Terry Crews. Terry loves yogurt. Terry from you guys know him from Brooklyn Nine-Nine, White Chicks, Everybody Hates Chris, The Expendables, Idiocracy, Blended, America's Got Talent. You've seen him in a ton of stuff. He was even in Deadpool 2. The Longest Yard. Are we there yet? Plenty of others. You guys know him. He's so funny. I love this guy. He's got a great personality. 6'2" and 52 years old. He's from Flint, Michigan. I love Terry Crews, and I love his comedic style. Now, I want to make a note, though, because Kilowog is not a notoriously funny character. He does crack wise a few times, but typically that's Hal's job, and then Kilowog's usually reeling him back in, like, hey, let's get back to work kind of thing. But Terry's strength has always been comedy, but he does know how to turn on the serious, and I would love to see more lean into that serious, playing off of the strength of his voice, because he does have a deep voice. He's got a strong voice, but he uses his range because he also can go up really high. He'd be like, "What'd you just say? What'd you? Oh come on, man!" Like he goes from like low to high like really fast, which is part of his comedic. It's part of his comedic timing, but also his comedic tone, where he uses that as an asset. And it's just really enjoyable. But I would love to see less of the comedy and see him get a crack at the role vocally. Anyways, let me know what you guys think about him, and I want to hear your thoughts. John Goodman, 6'2", 68 years old. Almost my entire list is like over 50 years old or closer to 60 and over 6 foot. It just so happens to be that way. I didn't choose people based on their height or their age. I chose them for their voice. It just so happened to be that this was the case. So Roseanne, obviously. The Big Lebowski, obviously. Monsters, Inc., obviously. And The Conners. I'm not even sure. I don't even know if I know anybody watching The Conners right now. But everybody I know watched Roseanne at one point or another. 10 Cloverfield Lane. The Flintstones, Emperor's New Groove, etc., etc. I love his voice. I would love to hear him in the role of Kilowog. I think it would bring a little something extra. Plus, he would be really good at just switching from that kind of rougher approach, which I think might be the stretch for him because I don't hear him do that very often. Coming back to his strength, which would be tugging on your heartstrings, with his, like, he has a very sympathetic voice. He's really good at sympathetic tones and drawing you in. So they would be able to use that for dramatic emphasis really nicely. And it would be a really different take on Kilowog, but I think that could work really nicely. Let me know what you guys think about John Goodman in the role. And Patrick Warburton. Okay, this guy might be my favorite actor. I love Patrick Warburton so much. 6'3", again, over 6 foot, 56 years old, getting close to our favorite age. And then Rules of Engagement, Family Guy. Oh, hey, Peter, can I borrow a cup of sugar? Like, I don't know how to do his voice totally, but in The Emperor's New Groove, very similar voice because it's just his natural tone. But he's like, all right, the poison chosen especially to kill Cusco. Cusco's poison. That poison? Yes, that poison. I freaking love Patrick Warburton. He's the best. Croc's New Groove and a series of unfortunate events where he played Lemony Snicket, and Seinfeld and Hoodwinked and plenty of others. Gosh, this guy's the bomb. Love his voice. I want to hear more of it. And I think he would be a sweet Kilowog. He would be absolutely awesome. And his timing with his voice is just buttery smooth. Oh yeah, and he was in The Tick as well. Forgot about that. Forgot to mention that. Anyway, what do you guys think about Patrick Warburton as Kilowog? Let me know what you guys think. And I have another, what is it, 4? 1, 2. Okay, I've got 5 more people I want to mention that were on the Fancasting Summit list, submitted by other people. But I have them in the bonus pick list for a very specific reason, is because on the off chance that HBO Max plans to have their Green Lantern series within the context of the DCEU, then it won't work out with these actors because they're already inside the DCEU. Now, as I understand it, currently the HBO Max series will be on its own and it's not going to be connected to the DCEU directly. Indirectly, everything is connected, but directly it won't be in the same universe. However, if they are, I wanted to point out that the following actors, as of right now, everyone after Patrick Warburton is already inside the DCEU or is about to be because they've been officially cast and have shot scenes for their upcoming films. So check it out. Next up, Dwayne Johnson, or as we will know him from the DCEU, Black Adam. And yes, he not only has a film of his own coming up, but he's also supposedly, possibly, going to be in an upcoming Shazam film or some sort of crossover film, which makes sense. Duh, if you follow the news, which I'll get to. This is not a news video, but this is a fan casting video, so ha. But what's funny about this is he's also 6'5", and he's 48 years old, getting close to. He's from Hayward. What the heck, dude? I just noticed that right now, dude. I live in the Silicon Valley, so Hayward is like 20 minutes from me. That's not far at all. It's so funny. This whole time I'm over here thinking he's from the island. Dude, he's like down the street or something. That's so funny. Okay, anyway, you learn something new every time you fancast. All right, so Dwayne Johnson, 48 years old, 6'5", and he's from Hobbs and Shaw, Jumanji, The Next Level, Fast and the Furious franchise, San Andreas, Rampage, Skyscraper, Central Intelligence, Baywatch, and so many other blockbusters. So I think he would be a really good job. He would do a really good job as Kilowog. Now, technically speaking, like I mentioned before, you're not going to have this actor's face on camera. You can actually have him do the voice for Kilowog if you want to, because his role as Black Adam will be a face exposed actual physical role where he himself is the depiction of the character, as opposed to whoever is going to be playing Kilowog is 99.999% chance going to be doing a vocal role with some sort of facial capture or something like that. Or it'll just be plain CGI and you're just talking into a mic like me right here. This is, I could do it. I might be able to do it. You just with a voice modulator, make my voice a little bit deeper. Practice my practice my accents and my gruffness. Do stuff like that. That'd be fun. So then, anyway, Dwayne Johnson, he's taken. Next, J.K. Simmons, 65 years old, and they don't have his height here. That's a bummer. But anyway, Whiplash, Spider-Man, of course, Justice League. This is where you guys start to see, okay, these guys are already in the DCEU. He is in the DCEU. He's in Justice League as Commissioner Gordon. So here he is as Commissioner Gordon, of course. And yeah, I think it would be cool to have him voice the character. Commissioner Gordon's a small enough role that you can look past it. And again, the opposite is true. The same thing we did. I'm getting all tongue-tied. The same thing we said for everybody else. Kilowog has no actor's face. He's going to be his own design or redesign, either from facial capture or CGI or both. Nevertheless, you could get away with it. I don't think they will, and I don't know that J.K. Simmons is going to want to. But I would love to see it. I love this guy. He's really awesome. I can't wait to see him in Spider-Man again. Hopefully in Venom. Hopefully in Venom 2. Sorry, Venom 2 and Morbius. And I hope to see him more in maybe even more of the MCU films. So that's what I'll say about that. Next up, we have Idris Elba. Now everyone's like, wait a minute, he's in DC. He's about to be. So Idris Elba is going to be in the Suicide Squad film. So again, he's 48 years old, and I don't have a height here for him. I'm going to go out on a limb and guess that he's probably 6'1". I'm not going to look it up for you, but here, almost everybody has him on their list to play Jon Stewart. Now, I don't think they're going to do that. I think they're going to probably maybe go with, and they could, but I don't think they will, because he's already going to be in the Suicide Squad. So I don't think they're going to double him up like that, especially if there's a possibility that could also be in the DCEU. So I think putting him as Kilowog, though, allows him to be a Lantern, use his insanely awesome voice, and also maintain the facade of also being in the DCEU as a different character with a face. So that could work for me. Let me know if it works for you. All right, so then next up, David Harbour. David Harbour is 6'3" and 45 years old. Again, another guy over 6'3". He was in the Suicide Squad. He's also going to be in Black Widow, but he's also Hellboy. So we had Ron Perlman earlier. Now we have David Harbour, the other Hellboy. And I didn't see this film for him, though. So, David, if you're watching, I'm sorry. But if it's any consolation to you, I didn't see any of the other Hellboys. So, don't feel bad. I'm getting to it, guys. Don't worry about it. It's on the list, all right? I've got a huge list of films I got to catch up on. So, David Harbour, he played Dexter Tolliver. And Dexter Tolliver had these lines. What if Superman had decided to fly down, rip off the roof of the White House, and grab the President of the United States right out of the Oval Office? Who would have stopped him? And then there's also this one where he's talking with Amanda Waller about Deadshot. Where'd you put him? And then she goes, let's just say I put him in a hole and threw away the hole. And, yep, so he was in that film. I don't know if you got a chance. There he is. He was in Suicide Squad in 2016. So, small enough role, he could definitely get away with playing a CGI face, Kilowog, where it's not literally him. Physically, I keep saying literally. It's not physically him. It's not physically him. Thank you. I'm sorry. All my grammar Nazis out there, saluting you. And anyway, I really like David Harbour. I can't wait to see him as Red Guardian in Black Widow. And it'll be really, really fun to see if maybe he gets a chance to play Kilowog. Anyways, next up, another one from the Fancasting Summit, which I thought was a good casting, but he's already in Suicide Squad 2016. He played Killer Croc. So, Adewale Akinwuye Agbaje. I think I said that right. I'm gonna stop there and pretend that was correct. So let me know if that was correct. 53 years old, 6'2". He is Killer Croc. See if I could just pull this one up. Every time I click on one of these, an ad pops up here and I can't close it or whatever. But anyway, that's him. So you wouldn't recognize him, not physically. And then going from that over to Kilowog, I mean, I don't see any problem with that, because this role you can't recognize him in, and then you wouldn't recognize him in the other one either. So I think it could work. Anyways, that one out of all the other ones from this list feels the best to me because both the roles are unrecognizable. So then you could just get away with changing the voice a little bit and the style. So let me know what you guys think about. Let's try it again. Adewale Akinwuye Agbaje in the Suicide Squad. Actually, you know what's funny? I think I messed up the name of the movie there. I said The Suicide Squad. It's Suicide Squad. One more time. Adewale Akinwuye Agbaje in Suicide Squad 2016. You know what? Screw it. Anyways, that's my entire list. Let me go over it one more time for you guys real quick so that you guys can get a feel for who you're looking at, who you liked on the list. First up, Brad Garrett. Next, Kevin Michael Richardson. There's the image of both of them I made for this. Oops. Brian Tyree Henry, number 3. Ron Perlman, number 4. Dominic Purcell, number 5. Ving Rhames, number 6. Nonzo Inozie, number 7. Kevin Durand, number 8. Terry Crews, number 9. John Goodman, number 10. Patrick Warburton, number 11. And now for the bonus picks, who, by the way, are in the DCEU. Dwayne Johnson, The Rock. J.K. Simmons, Idris Elba, David Harbour, and Adewale Akinwuye Agbaje. So, out of all these guys, who do you want to see play/voice Kilowog in the DCEU? Leave a comment and let me know what you guys have to say about that. And oh wait, I think I have one more thing. What was it? Not that. Here we go. I don't know if you guys got a chance to click on the link in the description. I don't know who put this here. Probably me. But I've got a flipping shop now over here on TeePublic. So if you guys want to get yourself a t-shirt, a mug, these are my designs. I've made these designs. And look, I got my turtle action here. Look at that. Got my hacker wolf is a werewolf because he's in a werewolf. And then my Superfan t-shirt, Big Bad Wolf. I got some Mando designs here. Power Rangers. I got tons of Power Ranger designs. Tons. And you can sort here on the left. Marvel, DC, Star Wars, Fantasy, Power Rangers, other designs, and blah, 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 blah. And check this out. I picked one out for you guys so you guys can see it. Look, I did the Robert Pattinson Batman logo with some Catwoman scratches. I did a camouflage one as well. I've done Riddler one and Joker and a few other designs of this variant. But you can get yourself a shirt. You can choose what kind you want. Everything's on discount right now, and it's live right now. So you guys have 25 hours starting now. So hurry up, click the link in the description. You guys can get some stuff. Hoodies, stickers, t-shirts, mugs, wall art. Check this out. Boom. Hoodie. Boom. Sticker. $2. Boom. Mugs. Look at this bad boy. $11. Plus you can get the travel mug if you like. Travel mug's nice too. Look at that. I got myself one for when I'm driving around for work. I can take my coffee, my tea, and stuff like that. And it'll ship right to your door. You guys can get it right to your door. All this quality content right here. Quality products. Look at this long sleeve so you can do some cosplay if you wanted to. Look at that. The Batman phone. Get some wall art. Mount it on your man cave. There you go. So anyways. You thought that was the end of the self-promotion, but it's not. Look, we've got Nostalgia Wars over here on Nerdy Blurb TV. Now, for those of you guys who are new to my channel, I'm the Stuff of Legend show. This is Nerdy Blurb TV. I'm going to be a contestant on this game show. So a YouTube game show for nerd trivia, superhero trivia. And in less than 24 hours from now, actually 18 hours is the premiere. I've got my reminders set. But you can go to Nerdy Blurb TV, subscribe, turn on notifications, click this reminder bell, and then you can check out the first episode of this premiere for the battle for Nerd Knowledge, and I'm going to be the contestant there. So go check it out. Support me. That's going to be a lot of fun. I love doing that. That sort of engaging with other people. That's why I switched from doing recordings and edits to live streams like this, because I want to communicate. I want to get to know you guys. I want to see what's going on over here. You know what I'm saying? Like, I want to know. Can you show me? That's kind of like it's kind of like what I want to do here. Look, let's see here. I want to see these live comments. I want to see what you guys have been saying. So anyways, do me a solid. I'm going to leave this up here with the channel right there in the bottom, Nerdy Blurb TV, so you guys know where to go for that. But I'm also going to check out these right go. Chase Madison says hello. What's up, Chase? How you doing? Gordilio says hello. What's up, Gordilio? It's been a quick minute. He says, I would love to see Peter Cullen do the voice. Peter Cullen, wait a second. Isn't Peter Cullen the guy who did Tigger? Peter Cullen. You know what? I'm going to go ahead and look that up. Peter Cullen. Optimus Prime. That's who it is. Wait a minute. But yeah, that's not the guy I don't think that's the guy that did Tigger. No, I'm thinking of a different guy. But anyway, yeah, heck yeah, dude. Optimus Prime for Kilowog, dude, that'd be so cool. He's got a legendary voice. Oh my gosh. And he would be I think one of the first people on my list to be under 6 feet tall. 79 years old. Dude, I would love to see Peter Cullen. That's a great call. Thank you so much, Gordilio. I appreciate that. And then you say he's getting up there in age, but his voice is absolutely perfect to me. No, dude. Absolutely. And actually, when a vocal actor gets up there in age, to me, that makes it better. That actually makes the voice raspier, a little bit more brutal sounding. And I love that. That's actually one thing I'm really looking forward to. Like, I go back to when I started this YouTube channel in end of 2017, and I listen to those videos, and even since then, my voice has changed. And I'm really excited because I want to have one of those savage, super masculine voices, which I kind of already do. But like when I think about when I'm getting older, I'm like, heck yeah, dude, I want to get some freaking rasp. Now, I don't want to have to smoke to do it, but I'd love to get a really, really gnarly voice by the time I'm older. That's a goal for me. So I'm gonna just go to a lot of like heavy metal concerts. Stuff like that, lose my voice 1,000 times in a row. That'll be awesome. Okay, so then Hunter Iggy, what's up, dude? He says there are rumors going around the internet that Sylvester Stallone is in Suicide Squad. I bet you he is. I bet you. I haven't heard any of those rumors. This is the first time. You're the first person that I've seen say that, but I would not doubt it, because it's a James Gunn project, and James Gunn is really good friends with Sylvester Stallone, and he had him in Guardians of the Galaxy 2 for that exact reason. Like he was like, I'm gonna get Sylvester Stallone into the Marvel Cinematic Universe. People don't even think about that. Rocky's in the MCU. We just don't have a film dedicated to him. He was a secondary character in the Guardians storyline, but I would love to see the original, I guess you'd call them Ravagers, but the original Guardians, get one of those old school OG teams together with Sly at the helm. What was his name? His name's Stakar, I think it is. Stakkar or something like that. Anyways. And then Gordilio says, just saw the trailer yesterday. Looks absolutely amazing. Oh shoot, is that the trailer to the Suicide Squad? I gotta see it. Dude, I've been so busy. I've been rearranging my garage. Like, you have no idea what's on the other side of this like camera, this wall. Here, let me shift my screen real quick. You have no idea what's on the other side of this camera. Like, my monitor is right here in front, and on the other side of that, I've got I had previously so much stuff you couldn't even walk. And I recently just got shelves, and I've been building shelves out of cardboard boxes. And it sounds kind of janky, but the way that I'm doing it is actually working out pretty good. So I'm getting organized, but I've actually been projecting this garage for a while now, because I want to get it I want to get it usable because I've got more things that I want to start tapping into and doing. Like, for instance, I want to build a Mando helmet out of EVA foam and then paint it and get it everything legit. Start building my own armor, like that sort of stuff. Like, I don't know that I'm going to cosplay. In fact, like, there's no cosplay events. Like, you can't even go to like a freaking con anymore. But I would love to still do it just so I can not only say that I did it, but so I can have the helmet. And then I can also, like, if I make a Mando video, I'll have the helmet on. I'll be talking to you guys through that friggin' visor. It's going to be sweet. So I would love that, because we used to do some cosplay. And that was a ton of fun. I've got a bin over there full of a lot of our costumes, mine and my wife's. But it'll be fun to get on with some of that stuff too. But that's a big part of what I've been doing behind the scenes, and why I haven't been making as many dang videos is because it's not just that, but it's a lot of the other things that I'm doing, like helping out with my church. I run the live streams for my church, and so like I'm helping out that way. I got them, me and 3 other guys at the church, got our church prepared for the COVID season so that we could do broadcasts, and it wasn't even like, we had no idea what was going to happen in 2020, but by the end of 2019, we were like, we got it dialed in so that we were like ready to live stream, and we were live streaming every single week. And then boom, like 2020 just, took a dump all over everybody existing in 2020. And then, but we were able to keep the church running because it was able to operate remotely. So that was awesome. And so, but I've been working with the church for this kind of thing, to help make improvements and adjustments. And it's been a lot of time. We've been spending a lot of time there. So if you guys are like me and you're praying folk, pray for us, because we're making some adjustments, and we're starting to modernize our setup. And I'm really happy with where it is and where it's going. And it's really exciting for me to be able to use these skills to bless other people. You know what I'm saying? Because I like blessing you guys, and you guys bless me when you jump in on these lives. I get to talk with you and hang out. So, next up we have, let's see, Chase Madison says, I'm good. New to the channel, and I'm enjoying it. Mostly the X-Men fancast. Dude, I've got a bunch of X-Men fancasts that I'm trying to get to. I've just been trying to wrap up these. I've got a master list of fancasting that I've been trying to hit for a really long time, but because life has gotten so busy, because I don't know if you're new to the channel, you might not know this already, but I'm married and I've got 3 kids. And so, husband, father, full-time job, church ministry, social life, and then side projects like fixing my garage and then YouTube, right? So like I'm trying to also find the time for that. So like I'm going through the Green Lantern stuff because it's really pertinent to HBO Max, and I was already doing it when they announced the HBO Max. So I was just like, you know what? I'm just going to dedicate it, go boom, 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 do all the single characters that I feel are going to be pertinent to the show, perhaps. And just for fun, like, because people love the Green Lantern. Like, who doesn't like Green Lantern? If you didn't see the 2012, was it 2011, 2012, or 2012, 2013? Anyway, it was around 2012. 2012 animated Green Lantern series, you've got to see it. It's awesome. It's really cool. It's kind of like the Clone Wars, except for just DC. So I would highly recommend it. It's really cool. And our guy Kevin Michael Richardson, right here, he was in it. He was Kilowog. So this one right here, you can see Kevin Michael Richardson is Kilowog. Josh Keaton is Hal Jordan. Josh Keaton also voiced Spider-Man for a time. So Josh Keaton, of one of the voices of Spider-Man, and Kevin Michael Richardson, Kilowog, doing that. It was really cool. And in this series, in the Green Lantern, I forgot to mention, Ron Perlman actually voices Sinestro in this one. So when I got, let me see where I put Ron Perlman. I have Ron Perlman around here somewhere. Where's my Ron Perlman? Here we go. I don't know if it'll show it or how long I'm gonna have to scroll to find it. No, it's not gonna show it. But anyway, he was Sinestro in Yeah, I'm pretty sure he was Sinestro, and he was also in the Teen Titans as Slade. A lot of people don't know that. But anyway, lots of fun facts. Sorry, I switched the wrong one. And let's see. I'll do more X-Men fan cast for you, Chase. One of my biggest fandoms is X-Men. So I will go back to that. I'm gonna hit that up again and do so much more of the X-Men. There's like a million characters I haven't done. And I definitely want to, especially like a lot of the villain characters. Okay, Gordilio says, I have heard rumors that Stallone is going to voice King Shark. Dude, that would be so cool. I would love that. Gordilio says, can't wait for the Suicide Squad trailer. Nostalgia Wars trailer was dope. Dude, Nostalgia Wars is going to be legit. Ryan from Nerdy Blurb TV is the best video editor I've ever met. Ever. He is the best. He's professional. He's top notch. He's the bomb. And this show is going to be absolutely awesome. I cannot wait. I can't wait for you guys to see it and then let me know what you guys think about that. It's going to be fun. And there's a fantasy league. So if you want to get involved with that, there's two things. A fantasy league so you can fill out your brackets and either root for me or whoever you think out of all the contestants is going to win. And then they'll show you on the leaderboard as the show goes on. So you can see who you thought was going to win and then see who won and see how close you were. So there's that. And then there's also, you can actually answer along in the live if you're part of their VIP team. So if you're part of their Patreon, you can actually fill out the live questionnaire when the show is premiering and answer along with the show. And then they'll show your score at the end. So it's like super cool. You can actually participate. It's awesome. Live. So you've got to check that out. I would highly recommend it. The channel rocks. And Ryan from Nerdy Blurb TV is one of the greatest guys I've ever met. He's awesome. So check it out. Link in the description. And or I'll post it here if I don't already have it. But anyway, I've got it right here so you can see. I'm gonna leave that comment right now in the chat. There you go. Wait a second. I think I put the wrong thing. There we go. There we go. That's the stuff. All right, I got it for you. Okay. Back to Peter Cullen. Autobots, roll out. When I wake up and I am sick, like I have sickness, then I sound like Optimus Prime. It's the best. That's the one thing I love about getting sick is that my voice when I wake up drops. Like my vocal cords are loose as like hot noodles. They're just like it's so cool. I'll post another video. I actually posted multiple videos on my Instagram the last 2 times that I got sick in the last couple years. So you guys could see that. I think I said that exactly. I was like, my name is Optimus Prime. I'm here for the Allspark. Something like that. I said like some dumb quote or whatever. Anyway, Chase Madison says, I agree. GL is my favorite JL member, and I love that animated series. Dude, heck yeah, dude. The animated series for Justice League is the best. Michael Rosenbaum in Justice League Unlimited was the Flash. So I don't know if you like Smallville. If you're a fan of Smallville like I am, Michael Rosenbaum was the Flash. Super, super cool. Not a lot of people knew that, but anyways, yeah, I love it, and I hope that you guys have a great rest of your day. Now, I am going to start closing out right now, so no more comments after my link. Okay, cool. So I'm going to go ahead and start closing out, but anyways, I just wanted to say thank you guys so very much for watching this video and for joining me in the live chat. It makes my day and my night, my week, to get to hang out with you guys and talk about our favorite things, movies, TV, fancasting, nerdy stuff. I love that. That's my jam, and you guys are my homies, so I appreciate it. Don't forget, if you guys want to support me and help me grow as a channel, like, share, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. That's going to be how I grow. So, but the most important thing is to subscribe, because that's going to help me get to 1,000 subscribers. And then once I hit that, then the algorithm says, hey, you matter. And then they let me get seen so much more often. It's literally about that number. So once you hit that number, then you're able to grow significantly. Now, if you guys want to help my channel and help me and my family financially, I would recommend go ahead and get yourself some T-Soul merch, the Stuff of Legend merch, and that's right here. I got that for you guys. Don't forget to check out the store. Everything's on sale for one more day, so make sure to get there. Click the link in my description to my link tree, and then it'll take you to my store. You can check it out at the TeePublic and get any design you want, not just this Batman one, but all kinds of designs. All kinds of designs, and then it'll ship right to your door. So that money is going to help me. I can get lights, I can get microphones, I can get stands, I can start to improve my show, can start to get better for you guys. That way you guys can get a better experience, because I am getting better every single time you guys like, share, comment, subscribe, or buy a t-shirt, mug, sticker, hoodie, pin, wall art, or whatever. Those things matter, and it helps me a great deal. So I really appreciate it. But again, don't feel pressured. If you guys don't have money for that right now, just do the 5 free things: like, share, comment, subscribe, and turn on notifications. Those things are going to help me grow to 1,000 subscribers and get me seen. So thank you guys. I appreciate you so much.